Today, Jagex has released an absolute banger of an update, although no update they really do comes without controversies, and boy this one is ripe with it. The PvP arena is having its soft launch done today, and I could not be happier about it. My name is Darnic, and I've been playing this fucking clicking simulator since 2006. But I'm gonna preface this whole video with the fact that I do not normally participate in PvP content on old school RuneScape. In other MMOs, shit, sign me the fuck up for 3v3 arenas and 1v1 duels across the land. But for some reason, old school RuneScape, the game I've dedicated years of my life to, I never really wanted to PK. And well, I think that arena changes that not just for me, but for tons of casual players. It removes the risk of spending millions of gold just to learn and adds juicy new content. So let's dive into today's update, the PvP arena. PvP currently in old school RuneScape is in a pretty bad spot. You have veteran players who've been PKing since they slid out of their mother's wombs, and well, they have the experience to completely shit stomp a brand new player. So you have the dilemma ahead of you if you ever want to get into PKing. You face players who are light years ahead of you and waste millions upon millions of gold practicing until you get good, and hey, and then eventually years down the line you get to shit on new players, and that has been the cycle of PvP in RuneScape for the last couple years, and new players really don't care about PvP much anymore at all. They'd prefer to skill, PVM, and really do anything they can do to avoid PKing. Because let's be honest, it fucking sucks playing a game against someone that is so much better than you. In other MMOs, you have arenas to practice, and most have an elo system, so you're not paired against people who have the muscle memory for 8-way switches while ripping lines of coke. And hey, you also don't lose millions of gold, which equates to hundreds of hours of money making upon your death. So old school RuneScape PvP is going the way of the dinosaurs. But I do feel this PvP arena can completely change things. It takes away the risk. It adds an elo system so you can actually practice against players your skill level, and it will add confidence to players so one day they will venture into the wilderness and risk big. But hey, these are just my thoughts. Everyone has an opinion just like everyone has an asshole, and I'd love to see yours in the comments down below. But opinions aside, let's dive into the facts and explore the arena. First things first, this is just a beta until the official launch next week. Now, I don't imagine much will change, which is why I'm making this video, but just a warning, your skill points and rewards will be reset at the end of this week. You can venture over to World 578 to participate in the PvP arena. This will set you up on a brand new account that will not affect the main game at all. When you first enter, you'll see some things have definitely changed since the days of the duel arena. You have some guides out front that can catch up to speed if text is your thing, but essentially they're going to break down the grouping of arena, which currently is broken into 3 different types. You have 1v1 tournaments, which you guessed it is a 1v1 fight against other players until one of you becomes the champion. You then have 1v1 ranked duels. These will affect your rank within the PvP arena, which is that nice juicy elo system I was talking about earlier. So if you're a shitter at PvP, do not worry. Let this thing drop as fast as possible so you're not getting dumpstered all day long. And finally, you have unranked 1v1 duels, which are the exact same thing, but just unranked, and you'll not lose rank points in these matches. Speaking of matching, let's talk about the Automatch system that Jagex has come up with. You can go to the PvP arena tab in the community section and find a fight while you're doing other things in game. Once your fight has been found, you can then just join the fight and get instantly teleported to the arena waiting area. I think this is a fucking awesome. You don't have to spend all day waiting around for fights in the arena. You can skill, boss, do a farming run, whatever you want while you look for some fights. I think this is a really great update by Jagex, and hopefully in the future maybe add this for raids or other group content. Now, the real interesting part, at least to me, is the different types of fights you can do. It's not all just max mains with their big dick maxed gear swinging at each other. You can currently choose from 3 different loadouts: max or mid level, Zerker, or a 1 defense pure, all with different gear and levels. Now, of course, the gear can be tweaked to your liking, but I think this is fucking huge for learning PvP. Because boys, I love some Zerker one-on-one, but I'm not going to spend 200 hours building a Zerker account just to pop on a Friday when I've had a little bit too much to drink. Just isn't worth it for me. But this edition gives casual players a chance to try out new builds before they ever have to create an account. Now, with all the content out of the way, let's talk about the juicy rewards, or lack thereof. The rewards are pretty lackluster if I'm gonna be completely honest. You can get some nice ornament kits for the fashionscape, or some blighted sacks and imbued scrolls. Nothing out of the ordinary. I personally would have liked a dope-ass fashionscape gladiator set or something for the high-ranked players, and who knows, maybe one day, but for now, this content is mainly for rank and for fun. Which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing, because RuneScape does eventually, 10,000 hours down the road, run out of things to do. post-max, there aren't tons of options. You can pet hunt, go for XP goals, or waste millions of gold in the wilderness trying to get good. But this offers another alternative for players to spend their time on the game. And boys, this game is fucking awesome. If you're a PvPer, PVMer, skiller, we're all in this game together. Most of us have spent more time on this game than most marriages last. So we need to stick together, have some fun and camaraderie for the lifespan of the game. Now, if you're a diehard skiller, I'm telling you now, you're more than likely at least have a little bit of fun in the PvP arena. Same goes for you PVM ticklords. Give it a try and let me know what you all think in the comment section below. And if you're watching this video day of release, I will be streaming getting my ass kicked over on twitch.tv/Darnic pretty much all night tonight. We'll have lots of tequila, maybe a stripper will get there, who knows. But I do hope to see you there. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the PvP arena.